Welcome to the September 27th edition of This Week in Badger Athletics. I'm Patrick Herb. After an emphatic close to the non-conference season with Saturday's 70-3 win over Austin Peay, the number 11 Wisconsin football team now turns its focus to Big Ten play and a road trip to number 24 Michigan State this weekend. The Badgers are 4-0 on the season, but will face their biggest challenge of the year in an unbeaten Spartans team.
Probably since fall camp started, this is the healthiest we have been, excluding, of course, Chris Borland. All the other guys should be back in full action. We're able to rest a few guys in the second half Saturday, which was critical because there were a number of guys that we didn't know if they were going to be able to actually play in the game. For us to be able to get those things done on Saturday without them being out there was very, very big in our preparation for this week. Know that going up there is a tremendous challenge. I think they're rolling pretty good as a 4-0 football team as well. They've done a lot of good things. Offensively, defensively, their quarterback's playing very, very well. And as always, Michigan State has a lot of great skill players on both sides of football. And to me, they might feature the best defensive player from last year's film, and he's playing at a high level this year. Greg Jones, again, is a guy that is just really, really something special to watch.
Kickoff for Saturday's showdown is set for 2:30 p.m. with ABC and the Badger Radio Network carrying the game live. The Badger volleyball team has its own challenges in conference play this week, with a ranked team coming to the UW Fieldhouse for the third consecutive match. The Badgers will look to turn around an 0-2 start to the Big Ten season when number 9 Illinois comes to town on Wednesday for a match that will air live on the Big Ten Network.
The challenges keep coming, but again, I like what some of our players are doing and the progress we're making.
Following Wednesday's match, the Badgers will wrap up a 5-game homestand when Northwestern comes to the Fieldhouse on Friday night at 7 p.m. You can hear both matches this week on 92.1 The Mic in Madison. Both the men's and women's cross-country programs begin their season in earnest this Saturday by hosting the second annual Wisconsin Adidas Invitational at the Zimmer Championship cross-country course, the same facility that will host the Big Ten Championships later this fall. Several of UW's top athletes are scheduled to make their debut this Saturday.
We're extremely excited about the chance again to showcase the course and also to bring in some of the best competition in the country. As Brian said, the women there's actually 6 top 30 teams that are going to be here this week, and I think the men have 8 of the top 30 teams in the country. So it really gives us a chance to kind of open up and see how things shake out at this point in the season.
Admission to the Wisconsin Adidas Invitational is free to the public, but be sure to visit uwbadgers.com for important parking information, as there is no on-site parking at the Zimmer course. Women's soccer is also in action at home this weekend after a successful start to Big Ten play, with the Badgers unbeaten in their last 7 matches and riding a 6-game shutout streak. They head to Minnesota to begin the annual border battle between the Badgers and Gophers on Thursday, and then host Iowa in their conference home opener at the McClyman Complex at 1 p.m. on Sunday.
And something for us to build on. It's nice to be home for at least 2 days before we head into Minnesota, who right now is on an 11-game unbeaten streak, so it's going to be a challenge for us, an exciting challenge for us, because I think our preparation in the non-conference has prepared us to play in the environment that Minnesota and the talent that they're going to provide for us. So looking forward to that, and then really looking forward to getting home to play Iowa on Sunday after being away for 5 straight away games.
Men's soccer hits the road again this week and faces in-state rival Marquette at 7 p.m. on Tuesday before opening the Big Ten season Sunday at Indiana. Both matches will be televised, with Time Warner Cable airing the matchup against Marquette and Sunday's match airing live on the Big Ten Network at 4 p.m. Hard to believe, but this week also marks the beginning of the hockey season in Madison, as both the men's and women's teams hit the ice for the first time. The Badger women opened the 2010-11 season by welcoming back some familiar faces for their 2-game series with RPI, as head coach Mark Johnson and players Megan Duggan and Hillary Knight make their return after competing as part of the silver medal-winning U.S. women's team at the 2010 Olympics.
Had an incredible year with the girls out there, but definitely excited to be back and being a Badger. I think I missed the team last year. I missed Madison, the Kohl Center, and everything that comes along with that. So I'm just hoping that, we can get back into the groove of things here and have a successful season. So.
The puck drops at 7 p.m. both Friday and Saturday night at the Kohl Center for the Badgers series with RPI. Men's hockey doesn't open its season until October 8th, but as you can see, the Badgers are well into their preseason training. You can catch an in-depth look at the special test they recently endured in a video feature will debut later on uwbadgers.com. before the team takes to the ice at the Kohl Center for the annual Red-White scrimmage at 4 p.m. on Saturday. Admission to the scrimmage, as well as that night's women's hockey game against RPI, is free. For more information on everything going on this week in Badger athletics, visit uwbadgers.com. We'll see you next week.